Good mornings. It's very hard for me this morning to do this video. As heartbreaking as my abuse was, this is more heartbreaking for me. You know why? This is a video of betrayal. A betrayal of all my lawyers being bribed in the process. As I coming out of this marriage, I was fighting for the car. He sold the car. In my first criminal lawyer, I asked her to fight for the car. And I know that day, there's certain people I told who's my lawyer. And that morning, before I went, I had the appointment for that criminal lawyer. But 2 days before that, the same day, my car papers went gone. I'm not gonna mention names because I'm not here to fight against people. I'm just here to give my testimony. But lawyers, I had to sign to my case, and now my lawyers was bribed in the process. The first criminal lawyer, I never met her. I never met her. But there's certain people that knew her that I'm going that day for an appointment to see her. But that day, for me to meet a lawyer for the first time, because I never did it before, it's the first time meeting criminal lawyers. I never met criminal lawyers. But the crimes Eugene did against me, I had to get a criminal lawyer, especially for the car he stole. And that day when I went to the lawyer, you know what happened to me? I was treated like shit. She treated me like shit. And she don't even know me. She don't even know me. I went to her. I asked her, why are you treating me like shit? Like I'm the person that is hiring you to go to court to fight for me, for where I'm the client. Now why are you treating me like shit? That's how she treated me. I even cried in front of the receptionist there because I couldn't believe how they treated me. He assigned another lawyer to me to do my case. That even that lawyer treated me like nothing. Like nothing. I didn't know what's happening. That moment, I couldn't know why I'm trying to get this lawyer to fight for me at court. They were supposed to treat me like the client. No, they didn't treat me like a client. They treated me like shit. And I cried even at the reception. And I went 3 times to that lawyer, and every time when I go, she treat me like shit. And I knew that no, this can't be a coincidence. This person don't even know me. She knows nothing about me. But why she treated me like shit? Why is assistant also treating me like shit? And I knew afterwards. I know, no, they were bribed. They were bribed by people. And I'm not going to mention the people's name because I'm not here to mention the people's name. I just like to tell, you know what? Because my report always say I got Huntington disease. And whoever bribed that lawyer told them I'm not at my full senses. That's why people treated me like shit. So before I went and see that person, she already knew. That I got Huntington disease, and she treated me like shit. I mean, very like garbage. Because I felt like garbage the way they treated me. And I know the people behind that lawyer. But I won't mention their name because it's not about them anymore. I just want to give my testimony how all my lawyers betrayed me because Eugene bribed them. The second lawyer, the criminal lawyer, and she was all to it because she was a woman's lawyer, and she was all for me, tell me what to do and not to cry and to be like strong when I appear in court. And I knew that she's gonna fight for me because she always encouraged me to stop to cry and be firm in court. And that's the same lawyer that I paid for a whole year. I paid for, but no, the first few months was progress. We are appeal with Eugene in court because of his divorce order. I never received his divorce order, and his summons were like fraud. And I hire to prove that in that court because the judge asked me, because I didn't know about the divorce order and the summons, he asked me to hire that case, the lawyer. That's my second lawyer. The first time she was all for me. She encouraged me how to be strong and not to cry in court because it's the first time I'm appearing in court and I mustn't cry. And she also sent the talk, encouraged me that as the court case goes, I lost. She never fight for me in the court. The person that I pay every month, I'm supposed to stand up for me. Not once she talked for me. Nothing. She's supposed to stand in the court and speak for me against Eugene and his lawyer. But nothing. But she was the same person that encouraged me not to cry in court. But the same person that I paid was the same person that didn't fight for me in court. The same person. At the same time, when I have the sexual abuse case against him, and he even bribed in that court, Eugene court, he even bribed me, Eugene bribed me with money to withdraw the sexual abuse case against him. He even bribed me to withdraw the sexual abuse case I have against him with money. So that lawyer is supposed to fight for my divorce order that they have, but the fraud that they bribe people at Weinberg court, that they fraud the divorce order because his summons weren't legal. Instead of Naidu was the one that supposed that summons. And she had to prove that also in court. But she didn't prove nothing. I was standing in the court alone, defending myself. Nothing from my lawyer to speak. She was also bribed. She fight for the house that I didn't want because he already did the bond. He was eager, not knowing at that time what he did to the bond. And I was fighting for the house. I told him, okay, I will take the house instead of the car, not knowing that then what he did took the second bond out on the house. And he was eager to give the property off because he knew what he stole from me. And I didn't knew that. Only after a few months, when the court case was done, I found out of the second bond he made of the house. Meaning the day when he agreed in the court that the house can go for me. No, because he knew what he did. He knew he took the second bond. He knew I couldn't afford that house. He knew everything. That was so easy for him. Give the property to me that day in court. It was easy because he knew he took the second bond off. So you think you're gonna gain with the property? I already took out the second bond and I didn't know yet that they were so eager to give the property to me. With the second bond, I had to pay 500,000 back to the bank. That's what he did to me with the property concern. That same lawyer, that criminal lawyer supposed to fight for me, I lost everything. I lost everything that day in court. I was so upset. The mental abuse case I had against him, he was arrested at Levi Strasbourg. The detective behind that case, you know what? They were so aggressive towards me. I'm the one with the case against him, the mental abuse. But they were so aggressive towards me. Every time I came there to ask them how far is the case, there's always an excuse. They didn't do this to the case. It was never I talk after them for the case. They didn't phone me once. Tell me how far is the case. Every week I had to go to the police station because of the mental abuse case I took out of him. Even that detective treated me like shit, man. They treated me like shit. I'm like thinking, what is happening here? Okay, I figured out. No, they all were told that I've got a Huntington disease. I'm not my full senses. They don't even know me. That mental abuse case, went to the court. It went to the court. And I saw a consultant because I went to go to the court because I know a detective can't prolong a case so long. And I went to the court and I wanted to know what's happening with my case because I don't see the detective don't want to see me at all. And if I'm there, he's gone. And if I leave a message, he don't phone me back at all. So I went to the court. And the consultant there at court, the woman, I gave my papers to her. And she told me, your case is been thrown out. I asked her why. She told me, you know why? You see this, here's your case, no? All the abuse that you write, what he did. against you. But the detective, they write so small that the judge couldn't make out even what is written, what that person is written. And she showed me how small was that things that she write, meaning the case gonna be thrown out every time when she write it so small. And me, as a person, I couldn't even make out what she was writing. That detective on my mental abuse case. And I know all the detectives don't write like that. They will write like big. But that was so written small. Not even me can make out what that person was writing, that detective. So she did it on purpose to write like that. So the judge had to throw the case every time out because she couldn't know. She didn't know what the detective wrote. I was the one that wrote the report about my abuse, but that person wrote so small the judge couldn't make it. She told me that day. The consultant told me, this kind of case is not gonna come, it's not well. It's not gonna win because it started like this already. She told me, just get your civil lawyer and suing because you got all the evidence. You got all the evidence for the case for what you lost and collateral damage. And that's how I got my first civil lawyer. The first civil lawyer I got because he gave me advice to get a civil lawyer because a mental abuse is being thrown out every time because the person detective on my case is writing too small. The judge can't even make out. So they can throw it every time out. Because they knew what they're doing. Throw my case out. And she told me to go get a civil lawyer. And I got the civil lawyer. And I got even my proof and evidence. My first civil lawyer, I went with her to her. I asked her, I'm going to pay for you to 2 hours. Sorry for this. I'm going to pay for 2 hours for you. I'm going to pay for 2 hours. Just read my report. She asked me, what do you want? I paid the advance for reading my report and my evidence. She asked me, what do you want from me? I asked her, she needed to sue my husband, ex-husband, for the car he stole, the pension fund, and his divorce order that was fraud. And she needed to increase my spouse maintenance. And she needed to sue Levi Strauss. The company is working for because they are protecting abuser. And because they are protecting abuser, the employee at this work is still abusing me. And they are not knowing. And she said, for some, she's not going to do that. She can't sue Levi Strauss. So she asked me every time, what do you want me to do? I asked her, I told you now that I want you to do. I'm the client. I'm asking you what to do. I asked her, you got 2 hours to read my report. 2 hours to read. I'm paying you 2 hours to read my report. You know what happened? She refused to read my report. She only reads the first page that told me that right about my 3 minor strokes I had. But she didn't. I asked her nicely. She asked me every time, what you want me to do? I said, I'm here for you to sue my ex-husband for collateral damage. And every time she asks me again, what do you want me to do? Like, every time she asks me again, I ask her, I want you. I'm paying you for 2 hours to read my report and my evidence I got against my ex-husband. And she asked me again, what do you want me to do? You know what? I was like discriminated. She told me the third time, you had 3 strokes, no? I say yes. But if you read my report, then you will know about my strokes. You know what? After that, she treated me like a nothing. She treated me like I can't even read. She treated me like somebody couldn't read. I see it's written, you got 3 strokes. She's like treating me like the criminal that way. I'm supposed to be a client, but she treated me like a criminal that way. I was so disturbed to see how a lawyer can treat a client that is paying for time to read my report and my evidence. She refused that day. She refused to read my report, and that told me everything that I know here's something happening. I knew when a lawyer refused to read your report and your evidence, something is happening here. She treated me like I'm a nothing, like I can't even read. Like she told me, you had 3 strokes? I said, oh yes. Did my report further. I went to see I went for a scan, and the strokes didn't affect even my brain, but I want her to read my report, and she refused to read my report. I was like sitting there, I'm the one, the client that wanted to pay her, and she just refused to read my report. And that day, I went home very, very disturbed. Very, very disturbed. So she sent papers that she's gonna sue my husband for what he's gonna do. And I look at it and I ask her, I didn't agree of certain things. She's not gonna sue the person, my ex-husband, for what I asked for. So I just refused to sign that contract. And I got me another lawyer, an advocate. I researched that he's a very good advocate, and also an appointment with him. And I gave him my reports and my evidence. And the first time he was looking good, because I know that he been a good lawyer, advocate, and he won many women's cases where people are abused in certain situations. I saw his reports online, videos online, in the High Court web, how we defend people in court. He got a civil lawyer for me. He recommended a civil lawyer for me to do my case. There was a month left before my case can go to the court. So the 4th of April will be the month 2023 will be the month 2 years after my divorce. Then you can't apply to sue for your husband again. because then the date is expired. So you get 2 years after your divorce, you can sue your husband. So, and that advocate knew that civil lawyer knew that. I paid them advance. I paid them like, I'm not gonna mention the money. I'm not gonna mention the money. I paid a lot of money to do my case because I lost a lot of that money. For that month, a lawyer supposed to phone me, tell me what is happening. Not once. Not once she phoned me. I got a month left for the expiring date for the sue case in court. Not once she phoned me. I had to phone her. 2 weeks went past already. I went to her, to the office. I asked her, what is happening? When I'm signing the papers, meaning the civil lawyer had to give you papers to say I sue my husband, ex-husband for this and that and that. At the time I wanted to sue him for stealing the house, stealing the car, and stealing my retirement fund. And his fraud paper, divorce order at the reverse is fraud. I got all the evidence there with her. And I got also the STD evidence of her. So my ex-husband, she had to sue the person that is married to the sewer for giving me STD. She had all that proof there. All the evidence she had. And all she need to get is sign up the contract for me to sign. I even asked her, can you sue the company Viva? She said yes. That was only to keep me okay. Because other civil lawyers say she can't sue Levi's, but this one say no. She can sue, she can do everything, but never give me the papers to sign with suing for that. So she prolonged the time. She prolonged the time. Why? I paid even for that time. There was a month left before my time is expired to sue him, and she knew that. I told her, how many times you knew that, and when I'm going to sign the contract for me to sue, so we go to court, never happened. When I go to the office, she's not available, she's available, so he never present nothing for me. Nothing. Nothing. Not a phone call even. Not like a lawyer giving you a kind of phone call. Nothing. I was the one that phoning around. I was the one that phoned around to her. Not once I paid already advance my money, and not once she phoned me to say that's happening. It's only after 2 weeks she phoned me that she said, we need to sit down. And when we sit down, she never accomplished, she never let me sign no contract. So she prolonged and dragged the time. And she knew that. If she dragged my time, and I knew to sign the contract, I need to sign the contract. I also every time when I'm coming through to you to sign the contract, every time when you sit down, she say, this the day, it's gonna be the day to sign everything. I sue my husband, even for Levi's trial. She say yes, she's gonna do that. But I ask her, when do I sign? Never happened. Never happened. I told her, I sent her a message, I told her, I know you, I sent her a message. I told her, I know 3 days, it's 4 days left. It's 4 days left for my date to expire. I sent her email, I got 4 days left for the date expired. Otherwise, I can't apply to the court to sue him. And she knew that. I sent her email, I told her, I know you've been bribed. I know my ex-husband Eugene bribed you guys. That's why you're doing nothing for me. Nothing. They do nothing for me. She was eager to tell me now she's gonna sue Louis Vastrals. She's gonna sue Eugene's ex-husband, giving me SGD. She's gonna sue Eugene for collateral damage. Abusing me, giving me 3 strokes. She got all that evidence. The SGD evidence to sue his wife, even, for giving me SGD in my marriage. She got all the evidence. She got the evidence of the summons that Eugene bribed. Summons of 7 idol. She got that summons. Everything she got. All the evidence she got. And not once she let me sign. And she knew she got all the evidence. And all she need to do, like the other civil lawyer, signed up the contract, telling me this is what you signed, I'm suing. And then I said, it never happened. So for that 2 months, or a month and now, I was paying that lawyer for nothing. I had to pay that lawyer for nothing. For me going to her for nothing. And to pay 18,000 for her for doing nothing. I sent the email. I told her, I know what is behind the sword. I know who's bribing you. The sue law supposed to be, I supposed to sue Eugene for $500,000 for all the damages he caused. For everything he stole. For everything he stole. She's gonna sue him for $500,000. That was her talk. But she never did nothing to my case. Not even from one person or doctor or nothing to contact them. I told her if she needs any information, she can contact my hospital where the strokes concerned, where the Huntington disease concerned. I phoned the social worker and she didn't phone at all. She phoned nobody. She phoned no one. No one. So I emailed her 4 days before the expiring date of the suit expired. I emailed her. I say, I know. My ex-husband bribed you guys. I know it. And I withdraw my case. I asked them to transfer my money back because I know where's the saving. That's how all my lawyers, even my advocate, Eugene Bribe. It's hard to talk about this. You know what? Now I'm discriminating because he's an abuser. You want to get away with everything. And he only uses that she's not pay full sentences. And when you tell a lawyer that the person is not pay full sentences, they will treat you like shit. And bribe them. And offer them more money. Then he bribed him or even the advocate. So as he bribed all that lawyers, that is the same money that he stole from me. The 180,000 he stole from me, with my house concerned. So that is cursed money. The money is cursed. And when the money is cursed, for whoever he bribed and whoever took his money, the curse of that money will fall on them. That's a law. That's a spiritual law. That's a spiritual law. Whatever you stole from people, that's a spiritual law in the Bible. Whatever you stole from people, and whatever you bribe people, that money, you think you're going to be satisfied this moment, but you will lose in the long run. You can buy a car with that money even. You can buy a car with that money and the car will break down every time. And you are like thinking, why is this car breaking down? Because you bought the car of cursed money. Even that same car you bought from that bribe money, you know that car can cause your death even. That car can cause your death. You will buy cars over and over. The cars will break down and break down because you bought cars, money you use of bribe money. So whoever who bribe Eugene, whoever Eugene bribe with his money, my money, stolen money, and his own money even, when you start bribing people with your money, it's not from God. You know, it's pure, it's evil, it's pure from Satan. It's from Satan. So he bribed all my lawyers. So all my lawyers going to fall in the same situation, the worst situation ever. And everyone he bribed in the long run and took his money. It's going to fall in the same pit he's falling now. It's so hard this morning because all my lawyers treated me like shit. Like a nothing. You know what? He contact them and tell them I'm not in my full senses. He's been telling that for everybody. You know what? I'm not in my full senses. It's better for him because he needed to do that, to tell people I'm not in my full senses. For you can't believe me what I'm saying. So even if I give my testimony, he's convincing people also I'm not in my full senses. I give him my testimony even, and he will tell people I'm not in my full senses. You know what? So he can get away with his crimes. The rope at the end. For all his wrongdoing, the rope at the end. The well will run dry. You can do it 99 times, bribing everyone. You won't get away the 100th time. You think that you won. All my advocates, all my lawyers, you won. All the court cases, you celebrated. You celebrated for winning against me. But you won the battle, yes, where law is concerned. But Eugene, you didn't won the war yet. Remember Jesus won the war. So that meaning I'm going to win the war. Nobody else. For everyone that he bribed and everyone he took money, he's gonna suffer like him. Like he's gonna suffer curses upon curses. He even stole my retirement fund that I worked for 10 years while he was working at Levi's House. That retirement fund he even stole from me. I had the right, you know what? I worked towards that retirement fund. He even stole that. My divorce order told him about the two pension fund and the retirement fund. I had to get, when I retired 6 years old, he stole even that because his divorce order been fraud at his Levi's house. He has sold them, and that divorce won't even tell me that he need to give me only my pension fund, not the retirement fund. So I worked for 10 years on that retirement fund. I worked with him and pay that retirement fund. Do you know it's fair for me to lose that retirement fund